In the previous sessions we have used a lot of expressions, but I haven't really explained anything about them, so I'm gonna take the opportunity to do that now. Clicking up the system prototyper and starting the system, connecting to our database. Here we can write expression, and what happens here is that we have a database with objects in it, and somehow we want to transport those objects into our application. And this is what the turnkey application does for us. And we do this by using different expressions. One common operator is all instances, and all instances mean that it takes all of the class referenced and pulls them back to the application. I'm gonna look on how that looks in the debugger. I'm gonna use the class car from our model and all instances. And here we see the 4 cars that we have in the database so far. And if we have a set of objects, we have different types of operators. Like size is one operator, and in this case it would return 6. But in our case we have 4 cars. And look on how that looks. So we can stack operators after each other, like now we use all instances and then size. It returns 4. There are many different operators. I'm gonna look at last, that checks the list of retrieved or selected objects and picks the last one and returns only 1. And there's another operator called first that does almost the same thing, but the first one. So let's check that in the debugger as well. Last, the one with 25, and then we take the first, the one with tire radius 5. Order by is an operator that could sort our set of objects on some property. So let's say that is B, C, A, D, E and F, and order by on that property would fetch A first, B then, C, D, E and F, like this. We can try that in the debugger as well. Order by, change this to registration number. So now they are sorted by registration number. Subsequence, oops, spelled that wrong. It's a Q, not a C. Takes only a subset of the returned set from all instances. One, two, like that. So instead of 4 we get only 2, number 1 and 2. And we could combine, so let's add the order by registration number that we had before behind here, and then we get one set, and if we would move the order by in front of the subsequence we would get another result. The most important operator that you will use most likely is select. It requires some Boolean value, so it checks each and every value object that it runs through on some property, checks if it has it, and then either chooses to return it or not. So let's select on tire radius. So in this case, tire radius bigger than 5 returns 2 objects. Okay, bigger or equal than 5 returns 3 objects. That's okay. When it comes to select, you can combine any Boolean expression like logic operators with and or and not and things like that. So let's add another constraint here to brand.name. Should be Volvo. And then we only get 2. And one important concept in using select is the loop variable. The loop variable is a name on the iterated object that's in the expression. So I'm going to call that one car. And then there's a pipe sign. So that means that we could use this variable one car in our expressions. It helps when the expressions get complex. And I'm going to change the Volvo brand to Audi and see that that works. Okay, that was a few things on expressions, and subscribe to this. Thank you.